most Americans, the Labor Day weekend means summer break is over, the kids are back in school, but now parents might soon have to be back in the office after working from home for the past few years. According to a recent survey from Resume Builder, just over half of U.S. businesses currently require some or all of their employees to work in person. Of those that are required to go into the office, just 36% are mandated to be there 5 days a week, but the expectation is that a vast majority of companies, 90%, will require in-person work by the end of next year, with many companies telling their employees to come back to the office not only this year, but after Labor Day. And that's likely to be a difficult adjustment for a lot of people who can work from home in their pajamas. Let's bring in Jason Greer, diversity, employee, and labor relations expert and founder of Greer Counseling. Jason, thank you so much for giving us some of your time today. First of all, do you think that this post-Labor Day return to work mandate for so many companies will be successful?
They hope it'll be successful. When you consider what's going on at Goldman Sachs, I mean, they have this 5-day work week mandate or 5-day in-office mandate that they're really pushing pretty aggressively. Then what I'm seeing amongst corporations is they want to get back to the old normal without recognizing that there's a new normal in place. And even though they really want their employees to be in the office, because for many employers, that's how you build culture, that's how you build community. In addition to, we pay a lot of money for this real estate and somebody has to occupy it. I think what they're finding is that more and more employees are saying, I can be just as productive, if not more productive from home, as I was during COVID.
Exactly. And that's really my next question for you. There are some jobs that you have to come in and do. I mean, I never was able to work from home, but there are a lot of workers who have certainly gotten used to being at home or on the beach or pretty much wherever, as long as they were getting their work done. So ultimately, does it matter as long as the work gets done?
I'll put it to you like this. If your employer is paying your paycheck, that's the paycheck that you get every 2 weeks, and your employer says, we want you here in the office to do your work, then you get in the office. Or you choose to take your talents, just like LeBron James, you choose to take your talents somewhere else. And you find a job that's more in company with what you're looking for in terms of your lifestyle.
I love it, Jason. Like, listen, if they are signing that check, if they say you need to have your butt back in the office, you get back in the office. That's my question for you, though. How does money really play into all of this? Because obviously, the companies, the bosses are the ones signing the checks. But, companies like Amazon and Meta, these big companies, can't they save a lot of overhead costs by getting rid of those big office spaces for their white-collar workers? Obviously, we're not talking about people who work in the warehouse and have to be there to fulfill the orders. But, I mean, that's a lot of prime real estate that they no longer would have to pay for.
It's prime real estate they wouldn't have to pay for, but at the same time, they like paying for it because it's a status symbol, right? They got nice offices. They put a bunch of technology in place, and they have invested over the course. Look, nobody saw COVID coming. So if COVID hadn't happened, we wouldn't have reacted to this global pandemic by allowing people to work from home in order to make sure business was still being taken care of. From the perspective of the corporations, it's, look, we bent to your will for the better part of 3 years. When it was the year of the employee, we were going out of our way to make sure that you all were taken care of while also making sure that the business got done. Now what we're seeing is a shift with employers saying, we're tired of changing. And if we tell you to come back to work, it's time to come back to work.
Right. And there are a lot of people who are going to be upset, because there's a lot of nail appointments, hair appointments that will not be able to be done in the middle of the week. If this big return to work, though, doesn't work, what is the solution? Is it more of these hybrid, work week where employees work, maybe 2 or 3 days at home, come in for the other days of the week? Or is it just like, hey, the company says you got to do it, you're doing it?
It's going to be a bunch of phases. The first phase is going to be, look, if you don't want to work in the office 5 days a week, in the case of Goldman Sachs, go ahead and leave. We'll backfill your position. The second phase is going to be corporations recognizing that many of the talents that they allowed to leave are talents that they really needed in the first place. So I think what we're ultimately going to see, and this is why this is so exciting, it's a tough time because we're sort of at this civil war between employers that want people to go back to work in terms of being in the office and employees that want to continue to work, but they want to work at home. What we're going to see is this thing in the workplace we've never seen before. I can't even guess what that's going to look like. It might be a combination of in-office, sort of hybrid in-office, out-of-office, or it might be something that we've never even dreamed of. But that's the exciting portion of what we're going through. I can't wait to see what it's going to be like in 5 years.
I love the excitement in your voice there, Jason. And like you said, that we have to remember who's signing the checks. And ultimately, They will likely win. All right, Jason Greer, thank you. Have a great weekend.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.